Can we pivot a little bit and just pick your guys' brains about what you would say to new or just to EMTs and paramedics that want to go to PA school or want to progress to NP or whatever, what your advice would be to them, having seen both sides of it?
Oh, she wants me to go first.
I'm thinking.
I can't comment on nurse practitioner. I don't know that route. I think it definitely meets a huge need in healthcare, right? Nurses are very well educated, very well trained, are huge assets to the medical community. Wearing a different hat that has a higher, level of scope or high scope, I think they provide, a service that is amazing. So I love nurse practitioners. Can't comment on how you become one.
I wish we had a nurse here because then I could talk shit. I feel like it's wrong to talk shit if they're not. It feels like it's behind their back. But if they were sitting here, I feel more comfortable doing it. But
I don't want to express any kind of negative perspective on camera. But as far as preparing for a transition from paramedic to PA, you have to be ready to do it for a long time, right? It's not a quick process. Mm-hmm. Not everybody gets into PA school their first time, and it's a costly endeavor. Mm-hmm. You have to take prerequisites, right? Most PA programs require a bachelor's degree. So a lot of people in the pre-hospital world, they do not have their bachelor's degree yet. There are a lot of universities out there that accept your paramedic classwork and, slap it on a degree, a major or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you can have credits count, and help you get there.
Everything you hear today from myself and my guests is opinion only and doesn't represent any organizations or companies that any of us are affiliated with. The stories you hear have been modified to protect patient privacy, and any resemblance to real individuals is coincidental. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as medical advice nor used to diagnose any medical or healthcare conditions.
But, you have to have a support system in place. A lot of people in EMS, they have families, right? They have wives, husbands, they have kids, they have family members they take care of. Maybe they're a single parent and they really they love what they're doing, but they want more. And it's a huge undertaking. And if you don't have a support system like I did, fortunately, it makes it really a lot harder. Mm. And you have to be able to understand that, you don't always get to pick where you go. At PA school, you can apply to certain places, but they just might not matriculate you, might not take you in. So, with my story, my wife had a great job, has a great job. We have 3 kids. I went to school. She helped me go to school. I did the best I could to build my application so that I was competitive enough to be seen and interviewed. And then I got into a program that was not close to home. And we had to make a decision. Are you going to move? You're going to take your family with you? And for me, I had to move away from my family and spend a lot of time away from them. And that was, not the best thing. It was a hard process. But as somebody who's interested in moving from paramedic to PA, you have to consider that that's a question that you have to answer if you have a family. Now, if you don't have a family and you don't have a support system or, you're okay with traveling, going all over the place, that's cool. That's a huge endeavor in itself, right? And you're going to be lonely. Right? I mean, you're going to be lonely. It's going to be hard. You're going to make friends, but there are going to be moments in PA school where you're by yourself. When you're on clinical rotations your second year, in the middle of some small rural town, trying to learn how to be a PA, you're going to be by yourself with nothing to do but study. And you don't know where to eat. You don't know where the gas station is. You don't know where to shop. You don't even know who to hang out with. And you're going to have weekends where you can try to find a coffee shop and be social and, or just be around people and study if you need that. I did.
Right.
But the transition is hard. It requires a certain amount of discipline, I think, to really dedicate a lot of time and effort towards one thing.